Did you know that some things that seem completely normal, even joyful and meaningful, to us can be a nightmare, even a source of extreme hatred for narcissists? These could be moments of sharing love, genuine connections, or simply taking initiative in your own life. What may seem like small, insignificant acts to you have the power to trigger explosive rage, jealousy, and terrifying manipulative behaviors from a narcissist. So, what are the 5 biggest taboos that drive narcissists crazy? Together, we'll pull back the curtain, uncover the hidden corners of their psychology, and learn how to protect ourselves from their toxic influence. If you're ready for an eye-opening and insightful journey, let's dive in right now. They hate holidays and special occasions. Christmas, birthdays, New Year's, and other special occasions, times that should be filled with joy and laughter, can turn into nightmares for those entangled with a narcissist. While others come together, exchanging love and heartfelt wishes, the narcissist drowns in a sea of jealousy and self-centeredness. They cannot stand the idea of people being happy without them. Your joy, your family's togetherness, your friendships, all of these threaten their inflated ego. They fear being overshadowed, forgotten, or losing the attention they believe they deserve. To satisfy their endless craving for the spotlight, they will do whatever it takes to turn celebrations into battlegrounds, staging dramatic performances, throwing irrational tantrums, or launching cruel criticisms. They will try to ruin the festive atmosphere, sow tension, and make you feel miserable. Why? Because to them, your pain is their fuel. It makes them feel powerful and relevant. So, don't wait for a miracle. Don't expect a narcissist to change or contribute to beautiful memories. Instead, focus on protecting yourself and finding joy on your own terms. Surround yourself with people who genuinely love and appreciate you. Create new traditions, cherish meaningful moments, and celebrate without them. Let your happiness be the loudest response to their selfishness and toxicity. They hate emotional expression. The human emotional world is a vibrant mosaic. Radiant joy, tender sorrow, deep love, and even surging anger. But to a narcissist, emotions are not only foreign but also threatening. They cannot comprehend, much less appreciate, the beauty of genuine feelings. In their world, authenticity is equated with weakness, and showing emotions is seen as a sign of failure or inferiority. When you cry, they don't comfort you. When you're happy, they envy you. To a narcissist, your emotions highlight the emptiness inside them. That's why they will do everything they can to suppress your emotional expressions. They mock your joy, belittle your pain, and manipulate your need for connection. Every reaction is a calculated move to protect their fragile, insecure ego, an ego built on deception and a lack of true self-worth. A narcissist cannot empathize because they lack the ability to form genuine connections. To them, relationships are merely tools for control and validation. Empathy and shared emotions, the foundations of real human bonds, are concepts they neither understand nor value. So when you express emotions, they don't see it as a bridge to understanding, they see it as an opportunity to twist and exploit your vulnerability. But don't let their lack of empathy make you question yourself. Your ability to feel love, sadness, anger is not a weakness. On the contrary, it is your greatest strength. The depth of your emotions defines your humanity, your compassion, and your ability to connect with others in a meaningful way. Never let them convince you that emotions are something to be ashamed of or hidden. Instead of suppressing your emotions to accommodate them, embrace the full spectrum of your feelings with pride. Your emotions are the source of creativity, connection, and the key to experiencing life in its fullest form. When you express yourself openly, you are not only living authentically, you are also showing the world your courage and honesty, 2 things a narcissist will never truly possess. They hate your independence. Narcissists don't just crave control, They demand absolute dominance over you. Their need for control isn't just a behavior, it's deeply embedded in the way they perceive relationships and the world around them. It's like an intricate web woven tightly into every aspect of life, from the smallest decisions to the biggest turning points. The terrifying truth is that even the most loving gestures, the moments that should be intimate and sincere, can threaten them. Why? Because in those spontaneous and heartfelt actions, they see something they cannot control: your freedom. And to a narcissist, freedom is not something to be encouraged or respected. It is a terrifying threat, a force capable of shaking the very foundation of the power structure they have built in your relationship. Any act of independence, whether it's speaking your mind, making a decision, or simply expressing your individuality, feels like a direct challenge to them. It wounds their fragile yet inflated ego, as if you are silently declaring that they do not have full control over you. And to a narcissist, that is unacceptable. They want you to be the perfect puppet, obeying their every command, living under their scrutiny, and bending to their will. To maintain their grip, they use manipulation tactics, planting fear, doubt, and guilt into your mind. They make you believe that your thoughts, emotions, or independent actions are wrong, unworthy, or even dangerous. They slowly suffocate your sense of self, making you forget what it feels like to truly be you. In a relationship with a narcissist, there is no genuine connection, only a battle where they will do anything to maintain their position of power. But remember this: their need for control says nothing about your worth. It only reveals their own deep insecurity. They are terrified of rejection, of losing power, and of having their weaknesses exposed. A narcissist needs to dominate because it distracts from their inner cracks. They cannot handle your independence because it highlights the very weaknesses they desperately try to hide. So don't let them strip you of your freedom and self-agency. Don't let their fears become the chains that hold you back. Be strong, be confident, stand firm in your worth. You have the right to voice your thoughts, pursue your passions, and live life on your own terms. Your freedom is your power, a power they can never take away unless you let them. They hate genuine relationships. A narcissist's heart is like a barren desert, devoid of love, empathy, or real connection. They lack the ability to understand your emotions and refuse to acknowledge you as an independent individual with your own thoughts, feelings, and values. To them, you are nothing more than a tool, an extension of their oversized ego that they desperately try to uphold. Every action, every word they utter serves a single purpose: to control, manipulate, and extract from you whatever reinforces their power and self-importance. When you long for a shoulder to lean on, a partner to share your thoughts and emotions with, a narcissist will either turn their back on you or pretend to listen, only when it benefits them. Their world revolves solely around themselves, their needs, their ambitions, and their deep-seated fear of abandonment. Their coldness and indifference become an impenetrable wall, separating you from the love, care, and appreciation you rightfully deserve. The more you try to build and nurture the relationship, the more they drain you emotionally, dismiss your worth, and strip away your sense of self. They are incapable of offering genuine love because to them, love is nothing more than a tool to get what they want. No matter how much you sacrifice, no matter how hard you try, a narcissist will never change. So don't waste your precious time and energy on a relationship that has no future. Accept the truth: a narcissist will never love you the way you deserve to be loved. Instead, shift your focus to healthy relationships where you are valued for exactly who you are. Open your heart to people who see your worth, people who are willing to walk beside you and share in your journey toward happiness. Don't let a narcissist's coldness and selfishness dim your inner light. You deserve better. Authentic connections, meaningful bonds, and a love that is pure, kind, and true. They hate personal boundaries. In the distorted world of a narcissist, the concept of personal boundaries is nothing more than an inconvenient obstacle, a barrier that interferes with their obsessive need for total control. To them, there is no such thing as personal space. Every aspect of your life, your deepest thoughts, private emotions, relationships, and personal decisions must be exposed and laid bare for their scrutiny. Narcissists crave power, and one of the most effective ways they achieve it is by violating every boundary you try to set. They don't just want access to your life, they want to control every part of it. Your phone? They'll check it. Your emails? They'll snoop through them. They may even read your journal, eavesdrop on your conversations, or monitor your activities. This invasion of privacy is not just curiosity. It is a deliberate tool they use to reinforce their position as the ultimate authority in the relationship. What makes it even more infuriating is the blatant double standard they impose. They expect complete transparency. From you, you must reveal everything, share every detail, and have no secrets. But when it comes to their life, they guard their own boundaries like a fortress. Their phone is off limits, their actions are unquestionable, and you are not allowed to challenge them. If you even dare to ask for the same level of openness they demand from you, they will lash out in anger, resort to intimidation, or manipulate you into feeling guilty for invading their space. This blatant hypocrisy is one of the clearest signs of their selfish, controlling nature. To a narcissist, you are not an independent person, you are a possession. They do not care about your discomfort, your sense of security, or the emotional toll their behavior takes on you. In their mind, your privacy is nothing more than an obstacle preventing them from exerting complete dominance over you. But you are not their puppet. You have the right to set boundaries, you have the right to protect your privacy, and most importantly, you do not need their permission to do so. A narcissist will resist when you start asserting your independence. They will gaslight, guilt-trip, and rage in an attempt to break your resolve. But stand firm. Setting boundaries is not a privilege you need to beg for. It is your right. Protect your personal space, your autonomy, and your freedom. Do not allow their manipulation or outbursts to weaken your stance. You deserve privacy, independence, and the ability to live life on your own terms. Step out of their control, reclaim your power, and remember, you have every right to say no to any violation of your boundaries. Looking at this list of things narcissists despise, we don't just see a stark contrast between them and emotionally healthy individuals, we also gain a deeper understanding of how they function at their core. Joy, love, freedom, and genuine relationships, the very things that make life beautiful, are threats to a narcissist. To them, everything revolves around control, self-gratification, and an insatiable ego that constantly demands to be fed by an endless supply of emotional validation. But the most important takeaway here isn't just understanding why they hate these things. It's realizing that you don't have to sacrifice your happiness, freedom, or sense of self to accommodate someone who will never be satisfied. The things that narcissists despise are often the very things that make you special, strong, and full of life. Qualities they will never possess. So, keep living authentically. Cherish your joy and nurture the meaningful relationships that bring love and warmth into your life. Laugh, love, and embrace your freedom. Pursue everything that makes you truly happy, despite their dissatisfaction or attempts at manipulation. Because your greatest power is this: living a life that a narcissist can never control. A life that is full, meaningful, and unchained from toxic restraints. That is your true victory.